Hey, to the Kavanaugh confirmation hearings, the committee vote has been delayed, and Kavanaugh and his accuser have been called to testify next week. Here's what President Trump had to say about it. Roll tape.
We want to go through a full process. I have great confidence in the U.S. Senate and in their procedures and what they're doing, and I think that's probably what they're going to do. They'll go through a process and hear everybody out. I think it's important. I believe they think it's important.
All rise. Judge Andrew Napolitano is here. Judge, Kavanaugh maintains that this never happened. So if they both show up, I guess it will be on next Monday, they both testify, they both sound credible. Where does it go from there?
You know, Charles, and we were just talking about this, you and Susan and I, during the break. There are no ground rules here. Does Dr. Ford have to prove her case as if this were a court of law with what we call a preponderance of the evidence, more evidence to support her allegations than there is against it? Does Judge Kavanaugh have to prove his case that he is worthy of being on the bench? Does he effectively have to prove a negative that some event, in fact, didn't happen? And what happens if it's a tie? I mean, we're not talking about a jury talking about guilt or innocence or a civil case as to whether the plaintiff has made her case out. We're talking about general impressions.
Right.
What will the impression be at 5 o'clock Monday afternoon as to who was telling the truth, Dr. Ford or Judge Kavanaugh? And that impression is not only on us, not only on the members of the Senate Judiciary Committee, but on the rest of the senators, particularly four. It's Senator Flake, who's on the committee, Senator Corker, who's not, Senator Collins, who's not, Senator Murkowski, are not. These are four Republicans who have expressed some doubts about Judge Kavanaugh from and after these allegations.
Does the Senate approach this the way you approach a legal case? In other words, is there a presumption of innocence?
That is a great question. I don't think so. I think if you like Judge Kavanaugh, if you want him to be confirmed, you're going to believe him. If you don't like Judge Kavanaugh, don't like the president, or don't want Judge Kavanaugh confirmed, you're disposed to believe the allegations of this victim, Dr. Ford, and then there's those people in the middle. I'll tell you what's missing. Arlen Specter, the former Philadelphia district attorney, then a senator from Pennsylvania, who demolished Anita Hill with a cross-examination so brilliant that law students study it in law school. That cannot happen today because of the Me Too movement. She cannot be treated as aggressively as Arlen Specter and the Senate Judiciary Committee. Dr. Ford can't be, as Anita Hill was.
Quickly, how important is it that Judge Kavanaugh has been vetted by the FBI 6 different times, that he was vetted by these very same senators already leading up to this, and that his life has been under a fair amount of scrutiny for almost his entire adult life?
It means a lot to me, having been vetted myself for my judicial appointments. I don't think it means anything to the senators because of Dr. Ford's personal story, that she repressed these memories until it came out in a counseling session with her husband and with the counselor. How long this is going to go, I don't know. Senate rules permit each side to call one verifying witness. So we may be hearing from 4 people. We don't know who 2 of them are. We certainly know who the other 2 are, Dr. Ford and Judge Kavanaugh.
Could it be the third? Okay. Got to go.
Yeah. All right. See you in the 11th.
All right.